Hello everyone! Hypnosis is controversial stuff, but one thing we know for sure, it works great on some animals. You can use it to enchant a frog, subdue a chicken, or hold a wild shark in your arms. Today we're going to show you a couple of tricks that will put even the most indomitable animals into a trance. Let's go! Cuttlefish patterns. Who can be called the best hypnotist of the animal world? Cuttlefish, of course. Don't get confused by its strange appearance. It can do a lot of cool things. For example, create patterns on its own body to grab the attention of shrimp, crabs, and fish. No, really, just look at this beauty. The colors change so quickly that it's just hard to believe. Moreover, Cuttlefish is great at disguising itself and can scare off other predators with its vivid coloring. Hypno Frog. Do you remember Hypnotoad from Futurama? In the real world, everything is a little different. It's not frogs that hypnotize people, but the other way around. Look! We don't know who came up with the idea of showing a black and white circle to frogs, but it worked. The animals literally freeze on the spot. However, this guy was not impressed by hypnosis and decided to teach the roughnecks a lesson. We hope that none of the guys were injured. Apparently, the trick doesn't work with all species of frogs, so do not rush to test it on particularly scary toads. Spiders and smartphones. Spiders are restless and very agile, but they can also be subdued. Just show a video of a hypnotic circle to the 8-legged fella, and he'll immediately freeze on the spot. Yes, sounds like magic, but you can see for yourself how they react. However, we don't guarantee that the method works flawlessly. By the way, with the help of a smartphone, you can hypnotize not only spiders, some snakes also like to look at black and white spirals. It's a pity that we can't look at the situation with their own eyes and understand why this thing is so fascinating. Chicken paralysis. So, here's a guide to putting a chicken in a trance. First, put the bird on its back, turn its head, and draw a straight line right under its beak. Voila! Hypnotized chicken is ready to be served.
Wait, I need to hold her head down.
Yeah. Hand on her side of her head.
Magic!
Believe us, in such a state, the bird won't be afraid even of loud claps. Farmers have long been aware of this feature and use that reflex in chickens to inject them with tick medicine. There are cases when animals lay motionlessly on the ground for more than 30 minutes. Not a bad way to park your chicken while you're out shopping. Rabbit in danger. Pinning down a rabbit is not some kung fu technique, but a completely effective way to put the animal into a trance. No, seriously, it's enough to put the long-eared animal on its back, and its connection with the outside world is lost.
And when they're in this position, you can check nails, teeth, genitals, all super easily.
But do not test it on your pet too often. Studies show that in such positions, rabbits experience more stress and their heartbeat accelerates dramatically. This reflex is easy to explain. During the chase, if the rabbit falls on its back, it's equivalent to death, and pretending to be dead is its last chance to escape. Emu Trap. Now this guy will show you how to quickly earn the trust of wild emus. It's enough to lie on your shoulder blades and spin the pedals of an imaginary bicycle in the air.
Is that him making the noises?
I think so.
Isn't that magic? Ostriches are coming so close that the guy could ride one of them if he wanted to. It may seem like a coincidence, but the same thing happens in another video. Look!
This one is so curious. Look! He's like, what the hell is this?
The solution to the trick is simple. Emus take human legs for other ostriches and just want to get to know them as soon as possible. Pigeon brain freeze. It's unlikely that pigeons can surprise anyone, but you just have to take a look at these two. Two puzzled birds are pacing around among their plastic clones and clearly do not understand what is happening here. One pigeon was in such shock that for a few seconds it even got brain freeze. What do you believe it was thinking about at that moment? You can write your own version in the comments. Hypnosis in the wild. Not only humans can put animals or other people into a trance, nature also has her own hypnotists. Stoats, for example, they're great at handling wild rabbits. To do this, they jump, spin, and somersault in front of rabbits' eyes. Apparently, the rabbit is so fascinated by the stoats dancing that it forgets about everything and just freezes on the spot. Meanwhile, the predator gets closer and closer until it finally reaches its target. Yeah, not the happiest ending for the rabbit. Cat and spinner. Domestic cats like to sit and stare at one point for a few minutes. Maybe at this point they're rebooting their system? Not sure. But we are absolutely sure that cats just love spinners. Look how interested that fella is in the new toy it found on the table. The cat wasn't hypnotized, of course, but this thing was going to keep it busy for the next couple of hours. Snake charmer. When it comes to people who hypnotize animals, you immediately think of snake charmers. Today, they can be found in India. They play special reed pipes that make venomous snakes dance to the music. But in fact, this is just an illusion of danger. Before taking the reptile to a performance, they remove its poisonous glands. That's probably why this guy touches the cobra so carelessly. In addition, due to the peculiarities of the structure of the snake's ears, they don't hear music at all. So the brave charmers are nothing more than just a show. Pet shark. Hold a shark in your arms? No issue. The main thing is to know where to scratch. Yeah, that's it. A little to the left. That seems miraculous, but to put the shark in a trance, just scratch it a little near the nose. Usually, the freeze response is found in herbivores, but apparently predators also don't mind pretending to be dead. Yes, and if we were that girl, we wouldn't put our fingers so close to the sharp teeth of the animal, but she seems to know what she's doing. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to hold the shark with one arm for a minute. Alligators sleep. Here's a life hack. If you find yourself alone with a hungry alligator, then put it to sleep as soon as possible. It's pretty simple. First, you need to turn the reptile over. Yes, you're gonna have to fight a little with the monster, but believe us, it's worth it. After a few minutes, the crocodile will fall asleep and have sweet dreams, and you can safely go about your business. Apparently, nature has also given alligators a reflex to escape from predators, but we don't really know what the monster that hunted alligators looked like, and if you want to wake the animal up, just tickle its belly.
Alright folks, let's give that alligator a big round of applause.
Hypnolaser. The laser pointer is also good at hypnotizing animals. Look how this owl watches the red dot with acute fascination. Hey buddy, don't break your neck. Does it remind you of anyone? If that owl had 4 furry legs, it would have probably climbed the wall by now. That cat definitely has paws and it uses them perfectly. Seriously, look at that whiz bang chasing the laser. Whoa! Cats can literally go crazy if objects move too fast in front of them. Maybe each cat has a set-in auto-aim system? For some reason, these guys believe that the goal of their whole life is to hunt for a laser dot. In pursuit of their dreams, they're even ready to soar into the sky. Don't worry, kid. A couple more tries and you'll definitely get it. The dog here is especially funny because it completely doesn't understand what's happening. Dog hypnosis. There is no doubt that dogs are very intelligent animals, but even they are subject to hypnosis. Now this gentleman will put his dog into a deep sleep with just a couple of touches.
Notice the legs fall back as the tail stops.
A couple of light strokes, and it's done. The man claims that in such a state, a dog can lie for several hours and won't even remember falling asleep. Whether it's true or not, you can only find out trying it out on your own pet, especially if you have an extremely restless dog. Mayhaps that life hack will be a true boon. A nap. And here's how you can put a guinea pig to sleep in a few seconds. This guy's gonna show you everything.
1, 2, 3, sleep.
Of course, that's more of a trick than a real way to put the pig in a trance, but you have to admit, it would be nice to be able to fall asleep as quickly as it does. The owner warns that he taught that pig that trick for quite a long time, so be patient. Lulling a lizard to sleep. Snake charmers, lion tamers, those are no surprise to anyone, but that girl deserves your attention. She's the Lord of Lizards. Look how quickly she puts them to sleep. A couple of finger movements and the reptile is already lying motionless on the arm. The cool thing is that the lizard is wild, so the girl worked hard before catching it with her hands. And the main thing is not to forget to break the spell before releasing the animal into the wild. Tail up. How to make a lobster stand on its head? Stroke it, of course. Okay, first things first. Lobsters have a reflex that puts them into hypnosis as well. To see it in action, you first need to stroke the crustacean's tail and then put the poor fella on its head. Here's what will come out of it. And that man was counting the number of times you need to stroke the tail to hypnotize a lobster. The result was 20.
1.
Fold the tail down.
2. 19. 20.
Are you impressed? Yeah, it looks a little creepy, but it's probably the only way to keep lobsters from crawling all over your kitchen. Squirrel hypnosis. You've probably seen hypnosis sessions where an object is swung on a chain in front of the patient. It turns out that it does work, but only on squirrels. Look how quickly it fell asleep from that cone, and it's only been a few seconds. Maybe the squirrel pup just really wanted to sleep, or is that its normal state? Well, we doubt that this works flawlessly on all squirrels, but you can try to pull this trick if an opportunity arises. Horse care. Putting a reptile or a small animal to sleep is one thing, hypnotizing a horse is another. However, there's nothing impossible if you are literally born for horse riding. That guy handles the mare like she's his favorite dog. First, he scratched her, massaged her, and let her sleep sweetly, and then he put her on her back. Have you ever seen a horse in such a position? We haven't. In the end, the cowboy showed a couple of tricks on the back of the happy animal. Maybe it wasn't hypnosis, but it looked very impressive. Psst, hey, we have a hypnosis session for you as well. Just close your eyes and listen. When I snap my fingers, you'll wake up and subscribe to Mind Warehouse. Did it work out? Fine, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Just click on the link to watch some cool videos.